Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is personal development with Udo Victoria, and I'm super excited to be doing this with you another time. It's been a couple of days since I last spoke about balance, and this year 2023 has already started with a lot of possibilities and a lot of good news. So one of the good news is that guys, I finally got myself a wireless microphone to ensure that I'm able to eliminate all the noise, all the background noises that prevents you from hearing me properly when I'm doing my videos, and to give you the best quality sound so that you can learn from this YouTube channel. So I'm actually very excited about it. I mean, you can see the excitement on my face, but I'm more excited about today's video because today's video feels like the beginning of something important, because today I'll be talking about planning to save your future. You know, showing you the importance of planning, the benefits, and the things that will come out of you planning more effectively for your life. And these are the things I want you to have at the back of your mind, things I want you to keep down, jot down and keep, because they will direct you or help you through the course of this 2023. So guys, don't go anywhere. Let's get right into the nitty-gritty of today's video. Don't forget, this is personal development with Dr. Victoria, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do that now. Subscribe right now, like, and leave your comments in the comment section so that we can interact as much as possible. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. In case you forgot, this is personal development with Victoria. So like I said, today's video is something very important, so I suggest you get a pen and a paper while you're listening and watching this video. Today I'm going to teach you about planning and goal setting, and it might take a while, but I need you to take notes of the very important points. I would love to just go straight to the point and help you out. So now, when I was talking about setting goals for the new year, when I talked about starting your 2023, right, I remember showing you guys that I got myself a diary for the year, and the essence of getting this was not just to keep track of my schedules, but to also write down my resolutions and plans, things I want to achieve for the year 2023. And I did advise and suggest that a lot of you did same, do same rather. And some people, very loyal subscribers, reached out to me and told me, yes indeed, I did get myself the diary, the jotter, and I've been writing down what you asked me to write down, and I will start implementing these things and making sure that I carry them out. Wonderful. But now, let me help you clarify some of these things so that you don't just go and start writing things like lose 20 kg in 1 month, buy new car in 2 weeks, or something like that. There are certain things you need to consider before you carry your pen and your paper and begin to write down your goals. Okay, so when I do open my diary, like my goals are like on the front page of my diary, so that each time I do open it, I see what I have planned out for the year, right? And so I wrote that I was going to do this video today. Now, first, before I go into the tips of proper planning, I want you to understand that the very first step to achieving things in life, or to setting goals that would define your life, is to writing down those goals. The very first step to planning your future better is writing down your goals. You don't know the importance and the power of writing down things that you want to achieve. Now, let me give you a trick. A lot of people that are into journaling will tell you that they feel better when they write out their problems or write out the things that bother them. And that's why a lot of us, when we were growing up, we felt that our confiding place was those little diaries we had, and we never let anybody touch. I mean, recently when I was cleaning up our family house, I was cleaning my old room, and I could see I saw my diary when I was clearing out the boxes. It was crazy because that diary was so old. This was like when I was in JS1. I mean, I'm not saying like it's 25 years ago, but it's such a long time. And I read through the things I wrote down there. And funny enough, most of the things I wrote in my junior secondary school 3, I had achieved them by at least or at most my second year in university. And it was amazing. When I looked at it, I actually shared it here because I was like, wow, I can't believe I did right. I wrote down these things and I achieved most of them. So it goes far to tell you that sometimes when you write down things, there's a subconscious within you that begins to plan to execute those things. Some of us write New Year resolutions. By March, June, July, we've forgotten what was in our New Year resolution. We've forgotten that we set down goals that we're going to achieve, and we're just going with vibes. Like, even if something like Corona or sit at home or will I call it strike happens, some of us just abandon those goals. We don't look for ways to maneuver to achieve those goals. We just abandon it and move on with the tide. But it is important to write down your goals and write down the plans to execute those goals. Now, for instance, I did say that there are various steps. I wrote down various steps in my diary that I want to use to plan my future better. And I told myself that I was going to redefine my mindset, which is one of the things I want to tell you. After writing down your goals, or before writing down your goals, you need to redefine your mindset. Don't set your goals too low. Don't do that. If the previous year or the previous years you have set a particular kind of goal that has been limiting you, or that has been, taking you to keeping you in a certain class level, and you've kind of found yourself as not being able to achieve something that some class of people have achieved, my dear, you really need to challenge yourself. There's something I always say: if your dreams don't scare you, it means you're not dreaming, you're just fantasizing. The dreams you have about yourself, the things you want to achieve in a year's time, in 6 months' time, or in 5 years' time, they need to put fear in your body. I don't mean that kind of sarcastic fear like me telling myself I want to buy a helicopter or a private jet in 6 months. I mean, it could happen by miracle, but let's be realistic. I don't have the resources to have that at this point in time. But you have set some levels of goals that have brought you too low. I mean, as a student, you've set a goal that pata tutu, I'm fine, let me just follow my mates and go out. Like, what's stopping you from setting a goal at high up as first class and telling yourself I'll walk towards it? So that even if you do land on a 2-1, at least it's better than the 2-2 that you had set the bar for yourself. Some of us set goals and say that we're going to make a particular sum of money by the end of the year, and your people working or having the same opportunity as you are making twice that amount, and they set goals for twice that amount, but you're settled for too low. My dear, you really need to change your mindset. If you've written down your goals, or you get to write down your goals for the year, and a lot of people take their time. It's not just something you do on the first night because they said write down your goals and resolutions for the year. You say, okay, today's 1st of January, I want to write it down. Take your time, examine yourself. What have I done for the past couple of years? What do I want to change about myself? What are the things I want to achieve in my career, as a person, in my relationship, in my business? And you write those things down. Once you change your mindset, you set those goals for yourself, right? This is like, one of the best ways to re-examine yourself. Do an inner research and do an outer research. Look at yourself 5 years from now, and then tell yourself, this is what I need to put in place to be the person I'll be 5 years from now. Now, the next thing you need to know is do not compromise. Number 3, do not compromise. My dear, don't compromise. If you do have, some certain form of plan laid out for yourself, or expectations from people around you, don't compromise. Don't tell yourself this is too low for me, or I can't bring out this particular resource. I don't need this now. Now there's a difference between I don't need this now and I don't want this now. Do not compromise your future because of a particular, will I say habit, or a particular character that you're having at that point in time. Be very, very positive towards the kind of goals that you set for yourself. Be very, very positive towards the kind of goals. So, what are the things that would help you not to compromise? I wrote them down here. Number 1, analyze your current situation. Like I said, re-examine yourself and redefine your mindset. Number 2, describe where you want to be in the future. Describe it. Write it down in your book. I want to be a millionaire by 30. I want to graduate with the first class. I want to be the best student in my faculty. I want my business to have branches in Enugu, Lagos, Abuja. I want to mentor over 1,000 law students. I want to write those things down. When you write them down, then you begin to write down how you want to execute them. For instance, if you write you want to achieve your first class, you start examining yourself. What's my reading habits? I'll be reading, instead of, if previously you were reading 3 hours a day, I'll be reading 6 hours a day. If you were not starting your reading from the beginning of the semester, I will start my reading from the beginning of the semester. I will get more materials. I will do more research. I will ask my lecturers questions. I will ensure that every question that I have concerning a particular course or a particular topic, I clarify those questions so that I can have clarity and ensure that I answer the questions that will give me good grades in return. You want your business to flourish, right? You said you want your business to have branches in 3 different states in Nigeria. Then you ask yourself, what's the proximity? What's the possibility? Do I need to put together a team? What kind of team am I putting together? Who do I need to run the Abuja branch? Because you can't be in 3 places at a time. How do I run the Abuja branch from Lagos? How do I run the Lagos branch from Abuja? You put these things into consideration. You want to be a senior associate by the end of the year. You want to get a promotion. Well, you know the etiquette and the principles in your law firm or in your office. What are the things you need to put in place? Do you need to publish more articles? Do you need to get more social media present? Do you need to engage in more speaking engagements to, boost your visibility out there? Do you need to, what do you need to do to put yourself there? These are more kind of things you need to listen to or you need to think about when you are planning. Now, the last thing is divide your big goals into smaller tasks and align deadlines. I once did a program with Chamsbro Africa. Chamsbro Africa was run by a senior colleague. He's a lawyer now, Barrister Thank God Simeon. He organized the program where we had to have insights on how to divide your plan. So there was this task they gave us one of the days during that whole mentorship session, and they told us to write all our goals we want to achieve for 6 months. And divide those goals into what we would do to achieving those goals for every week. For every week or for every month. You say, okay, you want to have a first class. For every semester, what are you changing? What are you doing? For every week, what are you doing? You want your business to grow. For instance, I want my YouTube to grow. I want to have more subscribers. What am I doing? I'm getting money from the tutor work I do or the drafts of art. I write articles and I make money from writing articles. I want to write more articles so that I can get money to afford gadgets like this that can help me give my viewers a better video that would get me more subscribers. Now, what are the things you're putting in place in your career weekly, daily, that is geared towards achieving your goal that you've set in 6 months? And what is the deadline you're giving yourself? If we literally just started the year, but if you do look at my diary, you would see that I have set a couple of things here. How do I turn? Okay, let me turn this on face, you guys. There are a couple of meeting schedules, plans that I have for just the year that is starting. Some people I even get to figure out themselves this year. No pressure, no pressure. But at the same time, categorize your goals. Tell yourself what you want to achieve, in a particular time frame, and give yourself deadlines. Now, let's wrap this up. What are the benefits of writing down your goals, redefining your mindset, giving your goals deadlines, not compromising and not setting your standards too low? What are the benefits? The very best benefit is that planning moves you closer to your goals. If you sit down and plan your life, your year, your 6 months, your 1 year, your 2 years, your 5 years, when you sit and plan, it moves you towards achieving those goals that you want to achieve within that particular time frame. Secondly, it refers your ambition and spurs you to do better. Because when you achieve one goal between a particular deadline or timeline, and you see yourself like you set those goals and within 3 months you've achieved them, you'll be spurred to do more, and it will spur your ambition such that you even find yourself overachieving the goals that you had set for yourself. And that thing is, you become what you act on. You literally become what you act on. It helps you prepare you for opportunities. Today I had a Google Meet session with our mentor on my organization, the Burden Lawyer Space. And she spoke a lot about planning, because the theme for the induction ceremony was starting right, excellence, and passion. And then she said that opportunities don't just sit lying and waiting for you. You have to prepare yourself. Opportunities don't come for people that are just laying down. They come for people that start to, like, you've started doing something, you start planning. For instance, now if someone wants to award you money or dash you money or something like that, they'll try to look at what you've put in place towards that particular thing. If someone wants to award you money to complete your house or for a building project, they'll like to see that you've made efforts to at least open ground for fence, or you started digging foundation. They don't just want someone that has not even bought land or is just lying down there coming to ask them, please, I need support for my building. They want to see the effort you've done so far. And that's just how opportunities are. You need to start doing something. You need to start planning. You need to start engaging, acting on your plans and your goals, so that once opportunity comes, you are prepared for them. And lastly, they help you prepare for the worst case scenario. Proper planning helps you know what to do even when things don't work in alignment with your plans. For instance, when we said this video, I said something about some people put their plans on pause when they see that there's either a strike or there's a lockdown or something. Look for more innovative ways to ensure that your goals come through, except your goal is something that must happen when everything is normal. For instance, I can't say I want to graduate in 6 months and we're on strike. It won't happen. But at the same time, that does not mean my goals, such as trying to develop myself, will be on pause. It's something that I have to, engage in either online activities or train myself through research to ensure that I achieve those goals. So these are the things you need to have at the back of your mind. These are things you need to know, that planning is very, very important for you to secure your future. If you're yet to plan yourself for the year, please get a diary, a notebook, a notepad, and start planning your life every week, every day. Tell yourself, today I will achieve this. When I wake up, I have sticky notes that I write what I want to achieve for the day, and I stick it on my mirror, so that when I go out and come back, I look at the mirror and I say, okay, I've done this, I take it off, I've done this, I have 3 hours, 4 hours to do the remaining things, and I work on them. It makes you a more productive person, and productivity leads to what? Success. It also even helps you balance your life and gives you more time to freelance and have fun. So take more time in planning for yourself, and trust me, you would achieve a lot more than you've expected. Okay, we've come to the end of today's video, and I'm super duper excited to be doing this. Like I always say, super duper excited. Thank you for listening to me on Personal Development with Udo Victoria. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share the favorite part of this video in the comment section. I'll be waiting to hear from you. And until next time, guys, bye.